Hello everybody and welcome to my assignment for CSC-230 Internet of Things and IFTTT and the M5 Stick C. For this assignment I had to use IFTTT, which stands for if this then that. I like that. I think it's pretty cool. Um, which is basically a service here. I'll show you. Um, that we can, what we do is we can create an if statement, and then if it's triggered, then it'll do something. So I had to use this three times, three different demos for it. So what I did is I used the M5 Stick C Plus and the button A on it as the trigger. So when we press the button, it does something. So for the first one, I'm going to show you the code for it basically. The first one was basically when I press the button, it's going to send you an email. So to do that, we had to include a couple of things: the Wi-Fi um, header file, secrets header file, M5 plus header file. The secrets header file is this right here. It includes password and information in order to make everything work. Um, all these constant characters are basically placeholders for your secret password and things that we're going to need to connect to IFTTT. So in the setup, it's easy. We use the serial monitor. We start the M5 stick, and then I print out IFTTT, and this one is the email demo. So it's going to try to connect to the internet. If it doesn't, well, it's going to get mad. But if it does, then it's going to wait for a button press. When that button is pressed, you're going to see button was pressed for about 5 seconds, and then that is going to go away. I make that better. I thought that would be neat to put in there. And then it's going to call this function called IFTTT request. IFTTT request function has this into it. Basically, it has the ability to connect to the IFTTT server, client and server. It connects to the server. Okay, and when it does that, it pulls a request, and that's what this is right here. So what it's going to do is it's going to get the resource at this HTTP at the server name, and the connection is going to close. And then if it does, it will trigger the event. If not, it's going to close and go back to sleep. And that's pretty much it. Pretty easy. So for the second one, I basically had to, when you press the button, it opens Google Sheets and adds a line to it. And it's pretty much easy. The only difference in that program and the first one is this resource here. This changes to Google Sheets rather than in the first one. It is I call it M5 triggered. Okay. So for the third and final demo, I decided to hook it up to Alexa. So when you press this button, it goes to what we call Voice Monkey, which is an app or a skill on the Alexa platform, and it'll leave a message for you. So again, the only difference between the other two is basically the trigger, which is in this one Alexa trigger. So this is the name we give. I'll show you this actually. This is the name we give to. Let me show you. The if, so this is how we hook it up. So you have an if and a then. So if this happens, then we do this. So this is the event name M5 trigger. So that's what changes in your header file. It's basically which trigger is doing what. So you just update the trigger, and for webhooks it's easy. You just press the button, and then boom, it does what it needs to do. So anyway, that is pretty much that. On with the live portion of the presentation. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day. Okay guys, this is my first demo. For the first demo for IFTTT, I decided to go with the email demo that I showed you that I was programming. So here's my inbox right here from UAT. And here is my IFTTT email demo on my M5 stick in blue. So if we press the button, it says button pressed. And that'll go away in a few seconds. And then hopefully in a few seconds, there you go. So as you can see, I just got an email from webhooks stating that it went through. Pretty cool. Let's do it a second time. So you see, press the button. Oh, sorry about that. Button is pressed. Goes away. And we should get another email. There you go. Okay, so for my first demo, that's complete. On to the second demo. Hey everybody, welcome to part 2. This is the second demo. For this demo, we have an M5 Stick C+, and we are using the IFTTT, and we have it hooked up to Google Sheets. So as you can see, it's in green, IFTTT Sheets demo. So on my screen, you see Google Sheets is pulled up, and here we go. So if I press it, if I press the button is pressed. Okay, it's going to go away, and hopefully here, there you go. IFTTT Maker Webhooks event. Now let's take a look at this. Okay, so it added a line here. April 30th, 2022. Let's see what happens when we press that again. As you can see right there. So let's press this again. Sorry about that. Here we go. Okay, it's pressed. All right. There it goes. All right, there's a second one there. Mission accomplished. So demo number 2 works just fine with Google Sheets. On to demo number 3. Hello everybody. Okay, so on for demo number 3. For demo number 3, I hooked up the IFTTT to Alexa. Not yet, Alexa. Okay,
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Anyway, so what happens is this is hooked up to an app there called Voice Monkey. So what happens is if I press this button, it'll activate Voice Monkey, and there'll be a message left on that for us to listen to. So let's try this. Okay, button is pressed. It goes away. All right.
Someone is at the Jeff's Monkey.
Alexa, open Voice Monkey.
Hello, this announcement was triggered by IFTTT. Please give me an A for my assignment.
That message must have been for you. Anyway, that concludes my third and final demo for the evening. Thank you very much. And as Alexa mentioned, please give me an A. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.